Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. How are you all? Nice to see you. Welcome along to the Italian Sports Club in Werribee. Welcome along to the Western Bulldogs night. Welcome along to That's Good for Footy. These are the only live and interactive footy panel shows going around. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. I'm guessing that's you lot. The show which allows you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get stuck in. Western Bulldogs show. It is September the 4th of 2024. Please welcome to the show. He is our first panellist. He was born on the 9th of March in 1993. He has played a total of 253 games and he's kicked 153 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2012. When he plays for the Western Bulldogs Football Club, he wears the number 1 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Adam Treloar.
Sons of the West, red, white and blue. We come out slamming, Bulldogs through and
There you go. Thanks, Annie. How lovely of you to do that. How gorgeous. I don't know why you're doing it too, but we'll get to that because I've got a lot to talk with you about and I don't want to ruin any, stories straight off the top. Just good to see you, mate, and it is good to see you. So let's enjoy each other's company. Let's go from there. Please welcome to the show our second panellist. He was born on the 30th of November in 1999. He's played a total of 142 games and he's kicked a total of 223 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2018 when he plays for the Western Bulldogs Football Club. He wears a number 33 on his back. Thank you very much. Could you please welcome to the show, Aaron Norton.
Sons of the West, red, white and blue. We
see you, mate.
come out slamming.
There you are. You're also... You're gorgeous. It's like the golf. I was just waiting for him to finish his putt. But very nice of you. Aaron, good to see you again, mate. We only had him on the show a couple of weeks ago. And he said, mate, I just love this show so much, I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, had to
It was something like that, wasn't it?
Plenty of good laughs that night, which is good.
It was brilliant. Boys, I just want to find out, we've had the bye round, okay? We get to the end of the season and we're about to go into the finals. No football on last weekend. What did you boys get up to?
It was pretty chill week training-wise, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was good. We trained Saturday morning, and no doubt a few of you were there, but watched our VFL in the afternoon, which was a nail-biting game. And so that was good to watch those boys play, and they got a home prelim in a couple of weeks. So, and then Sunday for me was very chill. Just I love going to South Melbourne Market and getting my food for the week.
Beautiful.
That's about it for me.
Nice. Excellent.
No, I didn't do too much, mate. I obviously watched the VFL boys, but for those who know me know I love my American sports, and the NFL is back this week. So I'm in about 6 NFL fantasy leagues. So I did most of my drafts last week. So
spreadsheets everywhere.
Yeah. My week was full of benefit draft, and I got him. We've got him in one of the leagues that we're involved in, which
Fantastic.
Naughty has no idea about the NFL, but he's starting to get better now, which is exciting to have him in one of the leagues.
Yeah, brilliant. How's your baseball cap collection coming along?
NBA, NFL cap. I have no baseball.
No
I don't.
baseball.
No.
Okay.
So baseball, I've got no idea about.
When I just meant the baseball cap.
Yeah.
All
good. So I only collect them. I don't wear hats. I look horrendous with hats.
Right.
I genuinely look terrible. I look bald because I've got obviously no hair on the side here, and when I put a hat on, it doesn't look good. But I've got about 90 of them, so and I don't even wear them, so they sit there in the drawer.
Oh, you might be interested. Check it out if you haven't. It's a show called The King of Collector. The King of Collector. It's on Netflix. It's about a guy called Ken Golden, who's a memorabilia collector in New Jersey, in America. And they just had the, what was it? It's called The Logo Man with...
Sounds like a good show.
Yeah. No, seriously, it's bloody brilliant. Anyway, they brought this thing, which was LeBron James for $1 million, and it sold for 1.9 million. And it's a really good show. If you get the chance, guys, have a look at it. But let's get back to this. We're at a footy panel show, okay? It's called That's Good for Footy. Lads, here it is. It's a totally national game now. You've got 4 finals across 4 states, 4 absolute cracker games. How pumped are you guys both feeling that the Dogs are in it again?
Oh, unreal. Was this my 7th year? But this will actually be I think I played 7 finals, but this will be my first one at the MCG, which is quite exciting.
How good's that?
Yeah, so, and no doubt will be the biggest crowd that I've ever played in front of. So, yeah, that's stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely. And sold out. I mean, you're going to 90,000. It's going to be up around those numbers.
Yeah, no, I think that's the most exciting thing for the boys, obviously getting to experience that. I mean, the week's been really cool itself. We've had an open training session, I think it was Saturday, which was a really good turnout. And then we had, it wasn't officially an open training session today, but we had a number of fans out there, which the boys absolutely love. And just the excitement of the week that builds, it's just really exciting place to be around. And the boys never take that stuff for granted. So to be able to run out there on Friday and play in front of, as you said, 90,000, it's, yeah, extremely exciting. One that I feel like we'll be ready for.
Oh, how good's that? I'm so pumped for you. I wanted to ask you about Bevo, boys. I want it from the player's perspective. The media and even some supporters were calling for his head. Basically, it was about this, the game style, not bringing in new talent, the structures and the game plan were all wrong, etc., etc. Before you answer, he's got the Dogs to 4 elimination finals and 2 grand finals, with one of them being a premiership. That's a fantastic record. Tell us what the fans wouldn't understand, that what you now understand as Bevo being the coach of the Western Bulldogs Football Club. What does he bring to the table for you?
I mean, for me personally, I'd like just great connection with him. I think ever since you sort of, myself from WA, you walk in the door, I was still 17 at the time, and had someone just basically wrap your arms around you and support you from day dot. And then, yeah, he's no bullshit coach, but keeps it very simple, very player focused. I think half the times that he's sprayed the media blokes and got in trouble for it was backing up one of us. So, I mean, as a player perspective, we can't thank him enough for that. And yeah, as he says, he'll go down swinging in the media, and yeah, doesn't really care what his perception is with those guys, as long as that he's backing us in every day and wants the best for us. So, I mean, I can't thank him. He's been my only head coach, so I've loved it.
That's great. I love hearing that. Ads, tell us about what he's been like for you, mate.
Yeah, well, I can't agree any more than what I do with Naughty now. I think that's his biggest strength as a coach, but as a person in general. I think the fact that he backs you in, sometimes to his own detriment, because he goes in batting for you and ends up getting in trouble in the media or whatever it may be. But, I don't think it's no coincidence that, even if I just look back on my own journey, that I think I've progressively, as an individual player, gotten better each year I've been at the Bulldogs, and that's just him backing me in. I mean, I'm 31 now, I'm one of the older boys, and, he's backing me in. I mean, he's given me the confidence to go out there and play my best footy, and, obviously you've got to deliver at the same time, but that's just him as a person, and I think he's been tremendous for our footy club, and the stats that you read out, I think speaks volumes as well, considering, the short history he has been there. I mean, he did officially just take over as the most games played, games coached as a Western Bulldogs coach, but yeah, his resume speaks volumes for his journey so far, and love him.
Isn't that brilliant? Isn't that great? He had been accused of experimenting too much with list management, not bringing in players like Jamara earlier on, playing McRae in the twos, dropping Daniels. In my mind, these have all been great decisions, because it has actually made the individual better for the experience. Your thoughts on that?
It's always tough, especially this year. I guess it's probably been the first year that probably more experienced guys haven't found a spot in the team weekly. But I think it just shows our depth of our list, and how exciting some of our young guys are, that they are sort of pushing out some guys that have been, there week in, week out for like the past 6-7 years or whatever it might be. yeah, it's hard because those guys are your mates, and like a lot of them all are. So you got to like, whether it's one mate's coming in and one mate's going out, it's sort of a hard conversation to juggle. But I mean, for those boys that you've just spoke about, the leadership that those guys have shown this year, whether it's McRae or Caleb Daniel, to, yep, all right, cop it, I'm not in the team. What do I need to do to get back in the team? How can I help our VFL? What can I do each day and each week to help the squad as a whole? So as much as, you know, no doubt it's been not the year that those boys wanted it, although they find themselves in the team at the right part of the year, which is awesome. But yeah, those guys' characters are awesome.
I love it. Well said. A couple of other individuals I wanted to talk about was Ed Richards and Rory Lobb, two players that have been given new roles that they have both grabbed with both hands and flourished with. Richards gives you first ball use and really complements the midfield group. Lobb embraced the move down back and worked so well with Liam Jones, filling a void which was left when Easton Wood most likely left Western Bulldogs Football Club. To find somebody that you've now got down back that's able to complement as well as Liam is just brilliant. Your intercept marking is up around the elite level in the competition, which is one of the areas the Dogs were lacking, as I said. Hell, they even wanted you down back, Aaron, for a short period of time. You know, so it has been an experiment that's worked. But those two moves, from your perspective, Adam, in the time that you've been around football, they've been really good decisions made by the coaching staff to notice that Ed go into the midfield, Rory go down back.
Yeah, well, no, you're spot on there. They've been very influential for us, those two players in particular. But off the back of what Nordy was saying just before with the previous question on players coming in and out, I feel like, again, knowing Bevo, who's always been someone who, you know, preaches system, and players that come in and play the system, that's what wins you premierships. Not, I mean, yeah, you can look at Bont and even Nordy and these superstars in our team who can drag us over the line, but when you've got players play to their strengths within their system, they're going to flourish. And I feel like Lobby and Ed are two examples of that. Ed's clearly what he showcases week in, week out with his, you know, his speed, his aerial game, his ability to get in and out, which really complements Libba, myself and Bon in there. I mean, it was no surprise to a lot of us just watching him in pre-season for him to come out, and when he did get that midfield opportunity, and that was when Libba actually went down, we knew he was going to take those with both hands and, you know, never go back again because he's so damn good.
Wow.
It's the same as Lobby. Lobby, he just needed that opportunity, needed that chance to really have a crack. And again, I think it was someone actually going down back, and Lobby comes in and, as I said, plays to his strengths within our system. And look at him, he shines. And everyone's talking about if he played another 10 games, he probably would have been the All-Australian full-back. So, yeah, I feel like, you know, there are a number of guys that have been able to come in and just really contribute to the success that we've had this season, and hopefully that can go over the next 4 weeks.
Well said again. Love it. Beautiful. Each week I speak with players from all the clubs about how long the season 2024 has been. 26 weeks ago on March the 7th, we kicked off the footy. It's important to play and love your footy, but from a player's perspective, it's paramount to play into form and remain injury-free, especially as we now head into the pointy end of the season. How conscious are you of making sure that you're both mentally and physically prepared?
Adam maybe a bit more than me. I'm a bit more chill, but yeah. So I mean, you sort of put in the work, like you know, off season, pre-season, the amount of training and gym and everything you do throughout the year. Yeah. To be able to put yourself in the best position to feel good at this time of the year. Yep. I mean, it's sort of probably a bit of a blessing in disguise now, but when I hurt my knee during the middle of the year and had those few weeks off, I reckon I feel better now than I did leading into my injury. So wow. Sort of a blessing that a few weeks off there has probably helped me be a bit fresher for the back half of the year. So I am thankful for that. But yeah, try not to overthink it too much because footy's meant to be fun. Absolutely.
And as I said, you've got to love your footy. It's great. That's a really awesome segue because I was talking with Bo McCreary last week from Collingwood, and I love the honesty when it came to his answer to that particular question. The question that I had asked was that he had mentioned that although you don't want the injury, in some ways it gives you the opportunity to regroup and refresh. What are your thoughts on that subject? And you probably just answered it correctly then by saying you don't want to get an injury, but sometimes it's good when you do, you get to regroup, refresh, and get back to playing footy again.
Yeah, I think just quickly, Naughty also forgot to mention youth. I think youth helps him as well. I'm 7 years old. I think I'm 7 years older than him, so that's why I'm a little bit more anal with my recovery. But no, I guess to answer that bit of the question, I feel like, when I think back at times where I've missed due to injury, I feel like sometimes you can kind of be a robot throughout the season and you kind of know what works for you. You know, Monday's recovery, Wednesday's main session, get through training. It ends up just being this cycle. That is fun, but it's just a cycle. When that breaks and you're out, you kind of miss it, and there's more than a purpose when you go to the footy club. You want to train, you want to get back, you want to get back within the group, you want to, be out there winning games of footy with your teammates. So I feel like that's what kind of happens when you miss those maybe 3 to 4 week periods of footy, and then you end up being in the cycle again once you're back. But that is what you want.
Yeah, wow. I love it. The upside from this is that AFL is a sport. For some, it's actually a religion. You lads get paid good coin to come out and do it. How good is it? How good is the feeling of doing what you love and then being rewarded for it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't lie. I mean, yeah, like straight out of high school, like move across the other side of the country, instantly, thrown in an environment with 40 blokes that all love footy but all come from unique backgrounds and different upbringings and have, different mates outside and passions and whatever else. So, the footy side's amazing, but probably the more amazing side is the part of being a part of a footy club that has so many different personalities, so many different walks of life, and some people crack you up, some guys you're amazed at what they can do. So I think that side of it's just pretty cool.
That's brilliant. Love it. Tell us.
I'm obviously the exact same. I mean, I've, I think the last few years in particular, I've really started to appreciate being a part of a, as Naughty just said, a footy club that has so many unique characters, some that are hilarious, as he said, some that probably piss you off a little bit that you can't be bothered with. You get the eye roll when you walk in. Yeah, my housemate Charlie Clark, but...
Not mentioning any names.
It's just something you're extremely grateful for. And again, I'm a realist. I know that, my time will end sooner rather than later. I'm definitely towards the pointy end of my career, but going into the footy club and now, as I said, being able to play finals footy and experience just the build-up and the week where, the boys can be around all the fans and all of Melbourne's talking about footy. It's a really exciting time. It's something that I don't take for granted.
Absolutely. Have you ever considered that doing what you love means that you also are believed in? So my question to you is, how much confidence does it give you then to be your best, knowing that someone really honestly believes in you?
It's a great question. It's probably the foundation of what makes good players be able to go out and perform. We touched on Bevo earlier, but I mean, myself, I was a defender when I was drafted in my first year, but when I swung forward and instantly I had no training there, no nothing, but he just purely believed in me because he knew that I had the attributes to perform, to be a good key forward in the league. So something like that, it's just always, it makes you so happy that someone's on your side to be able to do that. But then also, the work that you put in, I think there's always that fine line between arrogance and confidence.
For sure.
I feel like arrogance is someone that just thinks they're good but doesn't put in the work, whereas confidence is someone that puts in the work and knows that they can perform because they've done the work. So,
well said. Excellent. Belief. Come to the Western Bulldogs. You've probably at the time, we'll talk about that in a second, but when you get there, you know that we're going to give you everything that you need in order to be the best you can be. And you automatically feel, these guys really, they trust me, they believe me, they're going to give me all that opportunity. What's it feel like for you to have that belief?
Yeah, obviously means the world to me, and as I said, it's the very same page as what Naughty just said with Bevo, but I feel like I think about the times when when I haven't wanted to, get up and train, or times might be hard because there might be external pressure, or there just might be, I might be aching and I'm like, I can't be fucked. Sorry. Sorry, kids.
It's honest, all right?
It is honest.
Yeah.
It's true. We do go through it, and I just think it's probably more of not wanting to let those people down that believe in me, and that's probably what's kept me going for so long. I mean, this is my 14th season now, and believe me, there's been times where I've been ready to just, hang it up and whatnot. But firstly, the amount of work that's gone in to get me to this position, but the amount of work from other people who have sacrificed a lot and have that belief in me, it's not wanting to let those people down as well. And I'll probably go through more of that than more of just me believing in myself. So, it's something that is instilled in me all the time, and constantly I'm thinking about, wanting to make the people around me proud.
Fantastic, Adam. Good on you, mate. What's been your most favourite game or your most enjoyable game this year? Do you have one?
Mine's easy. Mine's my 250th because, I played that against Melbourne a few weeks ago.
Yeah, nice. What about you, Az?
Probably favourite win would be Sydney in Sydney. It's always pretty tough. Go up there, backs against the wall against the top side, and come out pretty comfortable winner in the end. So I'd say that one.
Yeah. Up until now, who's been your biggest influence or support in your football journey? And I know sometimes it's like there's so many people, but is there just somebody that has always been there in your corner, always backing you in?
Yeah, I would say two people. So one person from the football club is sort of our head of development, Jamie Maddox, at the club. So he has a lot to do with all the young boys. Never played at the level, so never played AFL, but just has an unbelievable footy mind.
Yeah, right.
And just very technical and anything you need, whether you want to get there super early and do craft stuff and work on your hands, or stay super late and do edits, he's always there for you. So he's one from the footy club, and then one from outside of the footy club would be a junior coach of mine called Craig Otto. Funny enough, so when I moved from Melbourne to WA, I moved like a week before junior footy started. So I went down to the junior club. We'd just moved in the state, and I didn't know anyone, and I trained only one time. And then we went on the Saturday, and the opposition was shorter numbers.
Okay.
And I didn't even really know my team. And Craig, who's now a close family friend of mine, he threw me on the opposition. He said, I don't know this kid. He could go over there. And I had no idea, and I ended up getting best on, and he wouldn't let me go on the opposition ever again. Mum and Dad would always be like, throw your hand up, you get to play a full game. I'm like, yeah, awesome. And he'd be like, put your hand down. You're not going. So here's B1. He coached me from like under 9s to under 15s, and then again from, in my 18th year as well. So he's awesome. Had a big impact.
That's brilliant. I love it. Who's that one person? Always got your back.
I've got a few. I think about biggest influence, I'd probably say in times where I've been probably at my worst. Yep. And two come to mind. That's probably my manager. Yep. He's seen a lot, as you could imagine. For sure. Highs and lows. He has been through a lot with me right from when I got drafted. So I've been on my management group since I was 16. So Timmy Hazel is his name. He's one. And the other one I'd have to say Kim. And I mean, reason being is, again, she's been there through, the highs and lows, and being a professional athlete herself. Well, not anymore, she's officially retired, but she understands. She knows when I don't want to talk. She knows, when we haven't gone well, if I haven't gone well, if, when things are well. She just understands. And then she's been there through the ups and downs. Yeah. So, because it's hard for me, there's been countless of coaches that still talk to me throughout my career, but they're probably the two that really stick out. Yeah,
that's great. You need that support. I'm really happy for you. As an elite footballer, what is something that you want to be recognised for? Is it a match winner, a leader, a consistent contributor, a reliable teammate, or someone who has always been able to give their all?
Probably all of them, but...
All of them, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I would just say, probably say a reliable teammate.
Okay.
I'd say match winner.
Yeah, good. All right, good.
Someone's got to kick it.
Yeah,
May as well
nice.
be me.
He already is that.
Pulling on the Western Bulldogs jumper and running out onto the field on Friday night, what's it going to mean to both of you?
This is a any time I pull the Bulldogs jumper on means the world to me because of my journey to get to being a Western Bulldogs player. Yep. And I'm as proud as ever to be. Like, if I were to retire right now, hopefully I don't, but hurt myself walking out or anything, but I will always be a Western Bulldogs man. That'll be the team that I go for the rest of my life. And
wow.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and I'm a little bit more emotional and
sentimental,
connected.
yeah,
but
wow.
I just love playing for the footy club. So to do it obviously in a final, and we actually haven't played. So I've been here since 21. We haven't played a final in Melbourne, have we? Nah.
No, last one was the 16.
Yes. Yeah. So to actually play in front of our home crowd and just have that feel, it's going to be special, and it'll be just one of those pinch yourself moments.
Jeez, that's a beautiful answer. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps and crying at the same time. That's brilliant. Thank you, Adam. Aaron, tell us what it's going to be like for you going out, running up the race, hearing the roar of the crowd, Friday night, 90,000 people. You've got the jumper on, you look down, you go, man, I'm super proud and I'm pumped.
Yeah. It'll mean a lot more when we get the win. But, I mean, as Adam said, it's always special. I think I got my mum and dad are actually flying in on the red-eye tonight, and
awesome.
my brother later in the week. So those things are cool. Everyone wants to jump on board when it's finals. Everyone gets excited in a good way. So family and friends flying over from Perth, countless messages from all my mates back home and those types of things that you probably don't realise, you play footy and obviously you think of your immediate circle that support you, but it's friends of friends. The funny one is my nan's in a nursing home and all the nurses know that I'm a Western Bulldogs player, but apparently she doesn't tell anyone, but the whole room is just Bulldog stuff. So little things like that, which obviously get heightened when you're in finals, so they're all cool.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I love it. All right. I wanted to come back to this because we spoke about belief before, but speaking of belief, Adam, congratulations on your All-Australian, mate. Seriously. I've written it down here because I'm that stupid, and I went, I'm super proud of you. I had to write that down. But I seriously am. I'm so happy for you. We've known each other for a while now. Most wouldn't know this. But during lockdown and isolation, what you see here, I set this up in my lounge room, all right? And I had this whole thing in my lounge room, and my beautiful partner, Sandra, down there, she was in the kitchen with a mask on. And we're doing Zoom calls during an isolation show, and one of the individuals that I was fortunate enough, and I speak of fortunate enough to get, was Adam Treloar. And Adam took me into his home, and we walked around into the gym in the garage, and we went around and had a look through the house, and it was just... the moments like that, for anybody that doesn't know me and doesn't know Adam that well, that meant the world to me, because that was a time when everyone felt like we were completely isolated. No one knew what was going on. But you were gracious enough to give your time and say hi to the fans out there, and we're all in this together, and it was a really special moment. I can't thank you enough for it. What I wanted to go on and then suggest is that I was trying to achieve what it really meant to the world to me, was to share that experience. You're a terrific bloke, mate, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and I presume that's why Dunks loves you, and I now understand, evidently, so does Bucks. Which is seriously fantastic.
Thank you.
But yeah, what an honour. Really wonderful. Congratulations to you. Thanks for all that. I wanted to speak with you both about Marcus. I heard an interview with Cody the other day, and he had mentioned what a privilege and honour it has been to play with the Bont, and how when his career is over, how good it will be to tell his kids that he played with him. How does he make you feel when you walk out with him? And congratulations to Marcus as well, being not only All-Australian, but the All-Australian captain. I mean, that's just fantastic. How much... How many legs do you grow when you walk out with someone like that, Ads? And you played with Scotty Pendlebury, your words.
No. He, I mean, I totally agree with Cody. I already tell Georgie about Bonty. But no, he's just more and more impressive each year that goes by. Every time you see him, just the individual that he is. I think, what makes him such a wonderful leader in person. He's just a beautiful human being. I mean, he has a time for everybody. He loves and cares for everybody. Nothing ever changes, regardless of whether, he's the All-Australian captain or he's not getting a kick, which is never the case, because he's always getting a kick. But, he's just a superstar. And there's no surprise that he is so successful, because I've never seen or met someone who is at the highest of highs, who is the best player in the competition, but he's still doing things to get himself better. He's still trying to, you know, whether it's extra touch on the green floor or doing some mobility stuff or balance stuff that helps him. He's just continually trying to get better. And yeah, you look at that and it's just extremely motivating. And the amount of times he has, you know, I like to think that throughout this year, and I never want to be a team that depends on one individual to get us over the line. And I feel like this year we've really blossomed in getting other players involved. But then that's no discredit to Bonte. But the amount of times where he's had a 5-minute patch or a 10-minute patch where he's just put us on his shoulders and just, you know, and it's not all the sexy stuff if you want to, you know, the kicking and the handle. It's the going back with the flight. It's the smothering, the tackling, the contest, all that side of things that a lot of the superstars don't do or have. He does. So... yeah, it's one of those things where when you retire, you'll be, you know, I'll have played with him because he's probably this generation's best player.
Wow. Oh, brilliant. I don't want to put you on the spot with it again, Aaron, but I presume your answer is going to be very similar. But what is it that he does make you feel when you're playing alongside him, when you walk out with him?
Oh, just more belief, really. Like, I mean, Adam said a lot of things there and 100% he's correct. But yeah, he just makes you walk tall. Like, to be honest, his pre-game speeches like are on point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
They've gotten better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely listen. Jamara probably not. A few other boys probably not. But look at Race the Rocket or whatever's going on. But no, I mean everything he does is at a high level, and you know, when you run out there with him and he gives you the pre-game rev up, it's pretty inspiring.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Inside 50s and scoring conversions are going to be the be-all and end-all. Actually, let's go back a step because I need to introduce it first. Let's talk about the game, Friday night, MCG. Second elimination final, September the 6th, 7:40pm against the Hawks. Now we'll talk about it. Inside 50s and scoring conversions are going to be the be-all and end-all. Centre clearances and defensive pressure. The Hawks, with their small forwards and fast ball movement, are going to be the catalyst. Going your way, centre clearances and your ball, tall forwards, Jamara, Darcy, you, Aaron, and the crummers like Waitman. Your run off half-back, exciting, fast-paced football is what I'm really looking forward to from this game. When we talk about, we're not going to talk strategies, but when we talk about coming up against the Hawks, you know they are a very fast, very quick team. They run straight off half back and they've got lines. What are you guys thinking, and what's been the message that you're going to use to combat that in this game?
Yeah, well, you nailed that on the head. They're very, very quick and very, in a way, chaotic in the way they want to move the ball, which is clearly how they're coached. And we unfortunately experienced that after a really good start when we played them in round 7, where I think kicked the first 3, but they were ultimately too good for us that day. And I think we allowed them to obviously play they wanted to play. And yeah, to be honest with you, they play, from a fan point of view, they play a really exciting brand of footy. It's really good to watch, and I found myself watching quite a bit of Hawthorn footy this year. And something that I feel like we match up well against. As I said, we've played them long enough and many times now to know how they want to play. So, you know, with our plans in place and how we want to play, hopefully we can stop them from transitioning the ball how they want to, and ultimately we'll just be too good in the end, hopefully.
Brilliant. I love it. Dogs and Hawks were my two smokies. Not that this is about me, but it is. That were my two smokies from round 15. I really thought that those two teams could make it into the 8, and I'm so rapt that they have. So I can't wait to watch the game unfold on Friday night. What's the belief like around the club and the playing group? Is there a why not us? Hell, Jesus, we've done it before in 2016 attitude going on at the moment? Is there that kind of belief?
Yeah, there's always belief. Yeah. It's a fair bit different. I think there's only like 4 or 5 blokes on the list from 16. Yeah. So talk about how fast things can change in footy with, there's 40 new people in the locker room compared to what it was in 2016, which is crazy in itself. But I mean, our VFL finished on top. They got a home prelim. We've made it into finals. Everyone's still playing footy. Everyone's, whether you don't get a game at AFL level or you're a developing player, like you've got footy still in finals, whatever level it may be. So, I mean, we've got a new facility this year, which has been I mean, hard to put sort of in points how much that's helped us, but it definitely has with the new facility and just being able to, be flexible with the way we train and have all these extra sort of resources at our hands. So all these little things just make the footy club so enjoyable to be at, so exciting this time of year. The weather's starting to get a bit warmer, which I love.
Me too.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's why you play footy essentially is to play in September and to give it a crack.
Yeah, I posted the other day on that thing, Facebook, and I posted on there and I said, this is my favourite time of the year because it actually literally is. You can smell the fresh cut grass, it's spring, footy finals are just around the corner, everyone gets just a bit of an extra step up. It's a lovely time of the year. Two things that I just wanted to say now before I close off on this segment. John Schultz passed away the other day. I just wanted to acknowledge that. A legend at the Western Bulldogs Football Club. And the last thing that I wanted to say, boys, is good luck. I personally want to wish you both very well. Go out there and have a red hot crack on Friday night. Hope you come away with the chocolates. Keep progressing further into the finals. 2024, who can't see the Bulldogs going all the way, eh? So good luck, boys. Put your hands together for them. Thanks, lads. All right, so what we're going to do, I'll ask the questions, you boys just buzz in as soon as you think you know. What we need to do, though, is test your buzzers. So you boys need to have a buzzer. Could you test whatever your noise or name is going to be for your buzzer?
I'm joking.
No.
Oh. I'll just go, oh.
All right, oh, that's good. Bzz, bzz. All right, so we've got and zzz, bzz. All right, so that's your buzzers, boys. Let's see how we go with this then. You guys get ready to keep score. Here we go. How many premierships has your club won?
Oh.
Two.
Two is correct. I don't know I didn't know whether you were disappointed or not. I couldn't work it out. All right, Aaron, you get the first points. There we go. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
I'm going to say twice.
Yes, you'd be right. Well done. You're both on a score of 1.
Why'd you say yes like you're surprised?
Well, because you look surprised. Who is your team's captain?
Oh. Bonte.
Marcus Bonavelli. Well done. He does sound disappointed before he answers, though, doesn't he? Oh. All right, here we go. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
Rory Lobb.
Rory Lobb. Well done. All right. How many, closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have? Oh.
That was him. Oh, it was me. So what was the question?
Closest to within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have?
60,000 and 55.
Did you want to have a go? Bzz.
Bzz. I'll go 61.
You've got it, 62,303. Well done. And congratulations, Western Bulldogs people. I love that. All right. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season? Oh.
6th.
No.
Far out.
Do you want the rest of the question?
Yeah.
Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Nice.
Oh.
now he's disappointed. What do you think? 9th it is. Yeah, well
That's
done.
rubbish.
Yeah, 9th it is.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
12.
Yeah, 12 it is. Well done. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
16 against Sydney.
Correct. That's for 1 point.
I
Well
know
done.
these. I'm just
Too slow.
Too slow.
Yeah.
How many points did you win that grand final by?
27.
Who said 27 down there?
No one. I said it myself.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well, then you're really wrong. It was only 22. All right. Okay. Now this is for 2 points. Who was the last Western Bulldogs player to win a Norm Smith medal and what year? Oh.
JJ, 2016.
Yes. Yeah, well done. That's for 2 points. Well done. Flip it over. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2023 and how many goals did they kick? Oh.
Azza.
Yes.
And he kicked 48.
I actually don't even know.
43.
It was Aaron Norton, but you only get 1 point. It was 44.
Yeah.
All right. Bad luck. Sorry, mate. This is for 3 points, so. Player, year and votes. Who was the last Western Bulldogs player to win a Brownlow medal?
Oh.
Yes.
Adam Cooney,
That's 1 point.
2008.
That's 2 points.
23 or 4. 24.
Yes. Yes. All right. All 3 points.
Yes.
Well done. All right. How are we going there score-wise? 8 versus 5. All right. I only got 2 more questions here. All right. These are both multiple choice questions, boys. Out of these 3 players, who has kicked the most goals in the history of the Western Bulldogs Footscray Football Club? Is it A, Simon Beasley? Is it B, Brad Johnson? Or is it C, Chris Grant?
Beasley.
Brad Johnson?
He said
Beasley.
Oh, Beasley, did you? I thought you said B. Beasley is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. 575 for those playing along at home. All right. Question number 14. This is the last one. Out of these 3 players, who has played the most games in the history of the Western Bulldogs Footscray Football Club? Is it A, Doug Hawkins? Is it B, Scott West? Or is it C, Chris Grant?
Chris Grant.
Chris Grant would be correct. Thank you very much. Well done. You got it. Finished up with a total score of 7 versus 8. All right. There you go. Simply the best. Well done, guys. You guys were fantastic. You put guys, don't go away. No, you're all right. Come back up. So we had a winner, all right, and that was Owen, which right you played for Adam Chalor. Could you pass that over to that prize is actually for Xavier. That's for the runner-up. And what you've got, your mum and dad are probably going to be stoked. This is from Hamper World. There's a $100 voucher in there for you to go and get a hamper. Maybe get one for Dad for Father's Day. Could work out really well. Bit late? No, well, belated though, you know. It could still work out. But thanks for playing, boys. You've done well. Thank you very much. Well done. Just want to speak about one of the other sponsors we've got involved with the show. That's good for Footy, in conjunction with Sony and the Big Picture people, are giving some lucky individual the chance to win the ultimate grand final prize pack. Listen to this, man. The grand final prize pack is a Sony 75-inch TV, LED XR TV model, valued at $3,495. Someone's going to win it. This competition will run from 6 p.m. Friday the 9th of August until 6 p.m. Friday the 27th of September. So you've got a couple of weeks to get your entries in. The grand final pack can either be delivered to you or picked up by the winner. The winner will be acknowledged on both That's Good for Footy Facebook page, plus receive a phone call and an email from That's Good for Footy. T's and C's are all on the That's Good Footy website. It's only open to Victorian residents. Go to www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/win to enter. This is all with thanks to Sony and the Big Picture people. Thank you very much. All right. Now, I want All right, now the way that this is going to work, because you're going to go first, you're going to have 45 seconds on the clock. In that allotted time, you have to give me, I'll read out the player's jumper number, you've got to give me their Christian name and their surname in the 45 seconds. Yep. If I read it out and you don't know, best thing to do is just pass, all right? Keep the microphone up nice and close to your chin for both of you. Because you're going first, your time's about to start now. Adam's going to be keeping score for you. Here comes your first one. I haven't started yet.
Hold up.
I normally give you the green light and go, yeah, your time starts. Yeah, all right. Your time starts now. Number 28.
Anthony Scott.
Correct. Number 1.
Adam Chalor.
Correct. Number 3.
Cody Waitman.
Correct. Number 22.
James Harms.
Correct. Number 4.
Monica Spontapelli.
Correct. Number 35.
Callie Daniel.
Correct. Number 5.
Jed Busslinger.
Correct. Number 31.
Bailey Dale.
Correct. Number 6.
Bailey Smith.
Correct. Number 34.
Bailey Williams.
Correct. Number 7.
Rory Lobb.
Correct. Number 8.
Charlie Clark.
Correct. Number 44.
Tim English.
Correct. Number 10.
Sam Darcy.
Correct. Number 39.
Jason Johannesson.
Correct. Number 11.
Jack McRae.
Correct. Number 12.
Harvey Gallagher.
Correct. Number 14.
Riley West.
Correct. Number 25.
I'm going to run out.
Caleb Holter.
Correct. Number 29.
That's all it does.
Lockie Bramble.
Correct. There you go. Look at that. Wow. That was fantastic. Well done. Are you serious? That was fantastic. Well done. Really, really well done. I love it. Congratulations. That's a great score. We're going to stop there, all right? Okay. No. It's going to be your turn. You're going to give it your best crack. We're going to see how you go. You've got a score of, a lot to beat. All right. Here comes your first one. Your time starts now. Number 19.
Liam Jones.
Correct. Number 23.
Lathan Vandermeer.
Correct. Number 9.
Riley Sanders.
Correct. Number 24.
Biku Karmas.
Correct. Number 2.
Jamara Eaglehagen.
Correct. Number 26.
Dominic Bedendo.
Correct. Number 27.
Joel Frazier.
Correct. Number 32.
Arthur Jones.
Correct. Number 33.
Aaron Norton.
Correct. Number 36.
Luke Cleary.
Correct. Number 21.
Tom Nubatoro.
Correct. Number 37.
Aidan O'Driscoll.
Correct. Number 38.
Riley Garcia.
Correct. Number 40.
Pass.
Lachlan Smith. Number 42.
Alex Kerr.
Correct. Number 43.
Ryan Gardner.
Correct. Number 13.
Oscar Baker.
Correct. Number 15.
Taylor Duray.
Correct. Number 18.
James O'Donnell.
Yes. Number 17. Wow. No way. I tell you what, normally I'd have a little prize for you two. You're getting a big prize tonight. I'm going to get you, you're going to both take home a signed football each, right? That you were that good, right? There's no other winner apart from that. You both get a signed football. We'll get it done by the boys later on. Sandy will pump it up for you. You've won that, all right? Congratulations to both of you. That was fantastic.
Hi, my name is Sandy and we are at the Italian Sports Club in Werribee and we've just had Bulldogs night. I'm just going to ask people their thoughts of tonight. So I heard tonight's your first night. How'd you go?
It is. I went really well. I actually won a signed football, so that's exciting. Highly recommend coming. I'll definitely be back next year as well. So yeah, it was really good.
This is our first time and we're having a great night and definitely coming along again another time.
There's a lot of fun. You don't know what you're going to get. I went to the one a couple of weeks ago and very different, but it is really entertaining.
Absolutely fantastic. Couldn't recommend it highly enough.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming out this evening. We've really appreciated your attendance. It's been wonderful having you here. What we're going to do now, I just want to tell you a couple of more shows heading into the final series. If you'd like to be part of the live audience at any of the shows that we do, get onto the website, www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au/events, because it's always better live, isn't it? Yeah, well, some of you think so. The next That's Good Footy panel show is on September the 11th. It's at the Mulgrave Country Club. We're doing a Hawthorn show with Marbiel Cho and Cal Shadir. Unless they smash him on Friday night, and guess what? Then who knows? Then on September the 18th, we're back at the Mulgrave Country Club for an Essendon show with Jai Caldwell and Nate Caddy. Remember, when you're purchasing your tickets, you can only do through the That's Good Footy website, www.thatsgood.com.au. I just wanted you to acknowledge a couple of things tonight. Robert's filled in for Sam. Most of you that would be familiar that Sam always does the shows. He wasn't available tonight. Robert, thanks, mate. You've been wonderful. Great to have you a part of it. Thank you very much. While you're feeling that way, could you please put your hands together for the lovely Sandy? Yay! The best part of the evening, this is where you really get to go nuts. So if you feel like it and you want to jump up and stand and do whatever you want, please thank Aaron Norton and Adam Treloar from the Western Bulldogs Football Club. Seriously, guys, you had these two players 2 nights before you play at the MCG. What a wonderful feeling it was to have these two. I can't thank you boys both. I really do appreciate your time. Appreciate your candid nature, coming along and just answering questions and being so forthright. Could you please both pick up your microphones? Tell us how you're feeling about, just to sign off with, going into Friday night and how much fun you've had tonight, if you have indeed at all.
No, thank you. It's been awesome. Obviously, super excited. No doubt many of you in the room will be there to cheer us. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Looking forward to it, and hopefully we get the job for it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Naughty nailed that on the head. Thanks, Damo.
Thanks,
I was expecting the invite a little bit earlier this season, but I'm glad to get it now. Yeah, I love doing these shows. I thoroughly enjoy it, to be as candid as we can. It's really nice for me to drop the F-bomb and not get any backlash from it. It's pretty nice.
No,
so
it's
thanks,
great.
Damo, and
Thank
Sandy
you.
as well.
No, thank you. That's why I said at the top of the show, and even when I was talking about Adam, he's a terrific bloke. I've enjoyed working with him over the years, and tonight's been no exception to that. Thank you very much. I just wanted to close off. My best mate, his mum passed away this week. We're putting her to rest tomorrow, so this show's dedicated to her. Thanks, Lyndall. You have been a wonderful person. Her name's Lyndall Osborne. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll give you the best send-off that we can. Thank you very much to everyone coming along this evening. It's been great to see you all. Enjoy the final series. Make the most of it. Get out there and support the boys. This has been the That's Good Footy panel show. My name's Damien. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Cheers, guys.